Curious D64. What were teachers' experiences growing up and going to school in Park Ridge? What has changed? We decided to interview some teachers. Here are their responses.
I'm Kylie, and I'm interviewing Miss Peterson on her experience growing up in Park Ridge. What Park Ridge school did you go to?
Kylie, thank you so much for taking the time to interview me. So I grew up going to Franklin Elementary School, and then I went to Emerson, and then I went to Maine South. So I went through all my years in education through the Park Ridge school systems.
Nice. What would you say your experience was going to Emerson, and how is it different from how you view middle schoolers right now?
I definitely think like a main difference that I can see from like your generation, from like my generation, is the social media aspect of it for sure. TikTok was not a thing. Instagram was very new. I think Instagram wasn't really even there maybe until I was like in eighth grade or I think maybe in high school. There was really no such thing as social media. Chromebooks were introduced when I was in eighth grade. But yeah, definitely a lot of social media and like technology differences is what I really see.
And what would you say is the same?
Obviously, like the teachers, there's still a few teachers that are here that I had when I went to Emerson, so it's pretty cool. Also, Miss Pottinger used to be a teacher, and now I'm working with her, so that's pretty cool. It's the same amount of love and care and success that the teachers have now is what they still had when I was a student. So it's really awesome to come back to this environment. It's a very positive and safe space.
And finally, have you always wanted to be a teacher?
Yes, I think I knew from a young age that I wanted to be a teacher. I loved my experience at Emerson. I had such amazing teachers that I knew they really cared for me and wanted me to do so well. And truly, it meant so much to me. And I think that's one of the reasons that I'm back here and that I am a teacher.
Hi, my name is Kylie, and I'm interviewing Miss Broker today. Hello, Miss Broker.
Hello.
So we were wondering what some of your experiences growing up in Park Ridge were and which schools you went to.
I attended St. Paul of the Cross from first grade through eighth grade. That's actually in Park Ridge over on Northwest Highway. The school was very different than what you're experiencing now. We did have an elective program in music, but it was very minimal. We didn't have guitars or keyboard class. And our art program basically consisted of drawing pictures every week. So you have so much more available to you than I ever had.
Is it the same in any way as Emerson?
Well, there were the basic structures of learning about language arts and math and science and, of course, social studies. So those things were pretty much the same, though there's a lot more history since I was in school.
Have you always wanted to be a music teacher?
I did. I decided when I was in eighth grade that that's what I wanted to do with my life. And I actually was able to go back in high school all 4 years to work at St. Paul of the Cross. I was able to teach elementary school classes in music for a while.
And when did you come to Emerson?
I came to Emerson in 2005, so quite some time ago, and it's been an amazing experience.
That's great. Thank you for letting us interview you today.
We will be interviewing Miss Kaplis. Hi, what schools did you grow up going to?
I went to Roosevelt and then Lincoln and then Maine South.
What were your experiences going there?
As far as Lincoln, it's a lot of the same of what you guys are going through now, where just kind of navigating friendships and hanging out uptown, and some of the same classes like industrial tech, which was always a favorite. It's all very cool.
What was different?
Some things that are different is just like we didn't have all like the technology that you guys do. We weren't one-to-one. We had like tech labs in order to get to computers. I feel like we were a lot less scheduled as kids than you guys are right now. We kind of left to our own devices a lot.
And did you always want to be a teacher?
I always wanted to work with kids, whether that was coaching or teaching. It was always high on my list.
Hi, today we'll be interviewing Mrs. Winek on her experience growing up in Park Ridge. What schools did you attend?
I went to Mary Seat of Wisdom, Carpenter, and Emerson.
How was your experience when you were in middle school compared to how middle schoolers are now?
I feel like there are a lot more opportunities available now than when I was in middle school. When I was in middle school, we had basketball and cheerleading were our only sport options for 7th and 8th grade. And now I feel like you guys have so many awesome opportunities. We did have some amazing elective programs that are still here now, which is awesome, and we've even added more since I was a student here.
Okay, what was the same?
Some things that were the same were the classrooms. This room now is actually my 6th grade science classroom. And I would say some of the teachers, and they're still amazing as well.
Yeah. And finally, did you always want to be a teacher?
Ooh, I would have to say no. For part of my youth, I wanted to be either a professional athlete or a physical sports trainer, but I didn't do so well with blood and broken bones, but I did always want to help people. So I feel like middle school is kind of that perfect time.
Thank you so much for letting us interview you.
Thank you.